19 days before Christmas. Audrey stood at the kitchen window, staring out at the snow-covered back garden, her cup of tea untouched and turning cold. The thought of this morning's appointment making her stomach jittery. Was she really ready to take such a huge step? She and her son had already experienced so many changes, and she always hated change. Though Bobby had been too young to know the difference, their lives had been upended on that day more than 5 years ago when she received their immigration papers. Within hours, she'd also received a telegram from her father-in-law saying that Robert had been killed in a car accident. Unable to face coming to America without her husband to welcome her, she'd chosen to stay at home at Wellingford Hall. Then, just a year and a half ago, her father had shocked her with the announcement that she was the product of one of her mother's extramarital affairs, and therefore he was disowning both her and her son. With no other option, she had finally come to America to Robert's family, and even more surprises and changes had greeted her here. No, Audrey didn't need any more change. Perhaps she should think this new step through a bit more, wait a bit longer. Besides, the roads were snow-covered. Surely she could wait another day? Or a week? She watched as Eve rummaged through her coat pocket, searching for something. "What did I do with my gloves?" she asked. "I'm going to miss my bus and be late for work." "You can borrow mine." Audrey went to the coat hooks and took a pair from her pockets. She checked on the boys to make sure they were eating their breakfast and saw the wish book spread open between them on the kitchen table. Their neglected Rice Krispies were congealing in soggy lumps that no longer went snap, crackle, and pop. Audrey scooped the catalogue off the table and set it on top of the Frigidaire. No time for that nonsense now. "You said we could write a letter to Santa since we didn't get to sit on his lap last night," Bobby said. "And we will after school. Now please eat or you'll miss your bus too." Eve had already left, but here she was back again, sticking her head into the kitchen. "By the way, you're still going to the bank today, right, Audrey? You're not going to turn coward on me at the last minute, are you?" "Well, actually, the roads are slippery and—" Eve hurried inside again, leaving the door open. "We had a pact, Audrey. You said if you did well in school this semester, you would enroll in college full-time next fall. I can take time off and go to the bank with you if—" No, get going," she said, pushing Eve toward the door. "I'm perfectly capable of going on my own." "I know you're capable, but will you go? Today?" "I will, as soon as the boys are on their way." Whether she was frightened or not, she would go. After all, the bank might turn down her request for a loan, and then she could rethink her plans.